What's up, guys? It's Ramon from NyneBlockGaming&Collectibles coming at you with another review. Today we have the Marvel's Controller Wave Madame Hydra. This is the outside of your packaging, comic image on the right side. Explains all the pieces on the Build-A-Figure with additional comic images on the back. And then you have the front clear see-through packaging. Now, to go over the back, we have a little saying that comes on our classic packaging is Madame Hydra, a woman once known as Viper, assumes command of Hydra, taking the title of Madame Hydra and turning the organization into her personal army. Not very sure. And if you guys want to leave comments as to the storyline of this, it's not one I've read up on. I'm assuming Red Skull, something happens to him in which she takes over. And that's the explanation. So in this wave, we get Iron Man, Thor, which is the Herald of Galactus Thor. We get Blue Marvel, Madame Hydra, Speedball, Quake, and U.S. Agent. Included with her is the right leg, left if you're looking at him from the front. Now let's crack her open and see what we got. Now for our packaging, you see the Build-A-Figure, the two guns, the two fists, and our figure. I'm going to get her out of the plastic. So here she is out of the plastic. I put the guns in the respected holsters that are included with her belt. As you can see, the paint apps are somewhat plain and a little messy down there on the boots. I will show close-ups of that. So here she is, close-up of the face. The head sculpt and paint on the face looks pretty good. The hair, the design of the hair looks pretty good. You got some shading in there. I got these marks of paint on the shoulder, not surprising for a Hasbro figure. The guns, I like this the most because they actually paint it. These guns are not just one solid color, which is what Marvel Legends does a lot. So I like that we actually have paint on the guns. And then these boots, you can see the lines aren't completely solid right there. It at the seam of the plastic here, the part actually doesn't match up with the paint. So now we'll go over articulation. Her head cannot move back at all, hindered by the hair right here. She can drop down that far, so she gets about that much range until her hair hits her head. Turn it to the side, it gets a little bit more, but you can't do a full 360 without removing the head because the hair gets in the way. So hardly any head movement out of this figure. The arms go up to 90. You cannot rotate freely around because of the hair. There is no bicep swivel. We have the old female body with only a single jointed arm, but it gets a decent amount of articulation, slightly over 90. You got a rotating wrist on hinge, and it is locked up. It is there. This one is side to side, as I stated in the video. So this one moves side to side. This one is frozen. Let's see if I can get it to move without breaking it. There we go. Freed it up. And the guns fall out. You have no waist articulation. And you have very, very little diaphragm movement. You get some side that way, as it's a ball joint. You get a ton of back, but like nothing forward at all. Legs kick up slightly above 90. Back hardly at all. To the side hardly at all. You got thigh swivel. double jointed knee, wrists are a ankle peg and hinge that enables ankle rocker movement. So I'm going to give this figure, and I'm going to gripe about something I've been griping about forever. I think it was 4 years ago, the first pinless buck, which was Kang the Conqueror, came out. It's probably 4 years now, and we're still getting figures with pins, and Hasbro being lazy instead of redesigning a mold. And they don't even have to go that far. Shriek's body, double jointed elbow, pretty sure that's the new female figure pinless mold, could have been used for this and it would have worked just fine. Now paint sculpt or paint apps, the face looks good. Let's get a double look in there. So the face looks really good. So the hair is somewhat flexible, but it doesn't give you enough flexibility to move. But articulation is hindered. I'm going to give a 6 out of 10. Paint apps, slightly sloppy. No shading outside of the face and hair. So the head sculpt's the only thing with shading. I'm going to give that a 6.5 out of 10. Accessories, you get these 2 fisted hands. The Build-A-Figure piece with the 2 guns that are on her holster. I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10. It's a little better than most figures, having 2 guns and the paint on the handles. I like that. So we're going to give it that rating. Overall, I'm just going to say 6.5 out of 10. Packaging, 9 out of 10. Whenever they're doing these clear packaging in which you can actually see the figure you're purchasing before you purchase it, that's a thumbs up, Hasbro. These new plastic-free packaging have just shown off to be a very problemsome ordeal for the consumer. People swapping figures in stores, returning on Amazon, or just getting horrible QC issues on figures you cannot see until you open it up. So I'm glad they put this on the old packaging, and I hope they continue. They stated they are. Just like to see that stuff. So that's it for the video, guys. Stay tuned in the short section for some post pictures of Madame Hydra. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up. And if you want to see more content from me, please subscribe to the channel. Alright, guys. See ya.